Awesome. Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, Gabby. All right. Good morning, everybody. It is just now 11:30, so we're just going to give it like one more minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Folks always kind of trickle in, but if you could go ahead and put your name in the chat, and your email address, and then that way we know who's in the room and we can make sure that you are on our mailing list if you are not already. Very excited about today's meeting. Uh-oh, someone's note taker. Awesome. And I think that... Hi, Remy. I like your tie-dye shirt. I think that's tie-dye. I can't seem to tell. It is, okay. Yes.
So it's actually one of our like Pat logo shirts, and I tie-dyed it this weekend so that I would be more excited about wearing it.
I love that. That's amazing. That's very cool. We do have a speaker today, so I'm going to give it just a moment to see if she's going to pop in before we get started. Let's see here. All right, I see Jennifer Flores Valdez. So again, oh, hi. All right. If you guys want to go ahead and put your name and email in the chat, that helps us keep attendance. And so we know who's coming, who's showing up, and also just to make sure that y'all are on our email list, and we're not forgetting anybody. So it is 11:32, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I appreciate everyone being here today. Happy Wednesday, I guess it is. This is an exciting meeting for me because this is my last meeting that I will be facilitating. And so I'm happy to see everyone. There we go. Hi, Kennedy. Hello. All right, guys. So welcome to the Start Smart Hayes and Caldwell Early Childhood Coalition meeting. We have lots of really neat things to cover today. I'll be introducing our new coalition coordinator, and we will have a presenter today from Austin Child Guidance Center. And we'll also be talking about and sharing some information about work groups that are, yay, finally forming, finally getting into the stage of something that is more actionable. So I'm very excited about that, and we'll be sharing more. So first of all, I just want to introduce myself. For those of you who are new to these meetings, my name is Nina Linda Ramos. I'm the Assistant Home Visiting Program Director for the Parents as Teachers program at Community Action Inc. of Central Texas. So I, along with my colleague, Gabriela Perez, help to run and facilitate the coalition and its projects. And Gabriela will introduce herself here in just a moment. She'll be going over all of the upcoming events that we have going on, which is a lot. We have a lot going on here soon. And like I just mentioned, I'm actually moving on from community action. Tomorrow is my last day. I am going into work as a full-time therapist, which is very exciting for me. And so with that being said, I would like to welcome Ashley Mendoza, who is going to be our new Early Childhood Coalition Coordinator. And Ashley, I will let you introduce yourself if you want to tell us a little bit about who you are, where are you coming from, and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here with all of you. And I know I have some big shoes to fill. Nina and Gabby have been doing amazing work at the coalition, and I know all of you have been integral to that work as well. So I'm excited to pick up the baton and continue the work. I am coming from a managed care organization working with expecting and parenting moms. So, doing case management with them, but also have a really long background, over 12 years of working with children and families, and I'm in private practice, and crisis services. Community action was my home in the past. I had worked here for 7 years, and so it's nice to be back home and to be doing work that is really meaningful to me, and also hits in a new way because not only am I passionate about children and families being healthy and empowered and thriving. But now I have my own little one, so it just kind of hits in a new way. The work that we're doing feels even more vital as I watch my baby grow and meet milestones, and always wondering, hey, is this, is he doing what he needs to do? And so I'm excited to be doing this work, and look forward to just growing the relationships.
Yay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley. I had forgotten that Megan had told me that you were a family advocate. Is that right? Many
Yes,
years
I
ago?
was a family advocate assistant. I worked at Hempel for 5 years, and then worked at Lehman and Hayes with the parenting and pregnant teens for 2 years.
Oh, I love that so much. Yes, and I see your kiddos. Is that your kiddos' artwork on the wall? Maybe it's your artwork on the wall, and I'm
No, this is I'm in my mom's office right now. She's watching the baby. But so this is she is a teaching assistant for pre-K at Bottom. So she also worked at Head Start for decades. So we have a long history with early childhood. I'm passionate about it in my family.
That's really cool. Oh, I love that so much. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ashley. We are lucky enough to have some time here together, overlapping. So I'm working on helping getting Ashley oriented to all the different moving pieces that are, excuse me, part of the coalition work. And so, yeah, she'll definitely be reaching out to get to know folks that she is not familiar with. Welcome and expect to be hearing from her. So, yay. So I wanted to just draw a little attention to some things that are going on this month. Child Abuse Prevention Month is during the month of April. And of course, working with families and specifically in early childhood, we know that especially the earlier years and the I don't like to think of them as this, but the terrible 2 years and things like that, where kids start to sort of assert their own independence and have all kinds of behaviors that parents are not prepared for, right? Those things become even more important to talk about during this month because it does increase chances of children being abused. So we want to draw attention to that through social media, through conversations with our families. And so I wanted to show this resource, which is really great. This is something that Hayes Caldwell Women's Center has on their website right now and that they created. It's really cool. They did like sort of a main character energy kind of theme going on there with like, like wizards and journeying and all kinds of neat stuff. So they have a lot of things there for you to share, to put on your social media, activity ideas to do with kids for different age ranges, book lists, just all kinds of things. So depending on sort of what services that you're providing, I'm sure you can find something in this toolkit to either put on your social media or to incorporate into your work for the month. So just wanted to draw attention to that. And then also, so only 12 months, so many, oh no, did I freeze? Okay, there we go. Sorry, my computer's being weird. Um, 12 months, so many things going at one time. So April is also Autism Awareness or Autism Acceptance Month. So I wanted to share this resource, which is really amazing. This is VelaFamilies.org. Vela is an organization that is based out of Austin, but Hayes and Caldwell definitely falls into their purview of their service region. They offer free resources to families and to providers, but their target is really, I know I love the flyers. Their target is really for families. They host free educational courses for families that have children with developmental disabilities. So there is an autism course, right? For those families who maybe are just recently received a diagnosis that they are still struggling to sort of understand and know what resources are available for their kiddos. Courses on special education so that they can better understand the IEP meetings and sort of what all of this means, right? So that they can be in the know. And then as well as transition to adulthood courses for kiddos with disabilities who are reaching 17, 18, 19 years old, and so what that means for them now, emerging into adults, and caregiver wellness. They also have monthly support groups and case management, and all of these are available for free in English and Spanish, both in person and virtually. So it's a really, really, really great resource. And so I encourage you again to be able to share this month with your families or maybe through your social media. You can go to Vela, find them on Facebook, and maybe kind of share some of their posts. But definitely want to get the word out about their amazing services. So I'm going to hand things over to Gabriella, and she's going to give us the scoop on all the upcoming coalition events.
Awesome. Thank you, Nina. Um, yes. So for for these upcoming months, we're gonna be super busy. Um, so to start off, our baby day, I'm pretty sure everyone has been hearing baby day, or maybe it's just me, but we've been throwing baby day event all over the place. So we'll be having baby day happen on April 18th from 10 to 1 in Hayes and Caldwell. In Hayes, it will be at the Star Marcus Public Library, and then Lockhart or Caldwell's gonna be at the Lockhart Dr. Eugene Clark Library from 10 to 1 again on April 18th. And then on the 25th, we're having our professional development training. And in honor of Autism Month, we'll be having a training about supporting students on the autism spectrum with our trainers Elizabeth Thompson and Denise. I couldn't get a picture, but if you attend the training, you'll see them. So definitely, we invite everyone to come. If you want to learn, or you get a TechPex credit, but if you want to come and learn by, you're more than welcome as well. In May 21st, we have our professional development training for creating a great workplace. Uh, yeah, great place to work. It's directed more to our directors, but also our staff in those daycare centers, because we also want to take care of our staff who are taking care of our children. So again, please share the word out if you are interested in that. And then on the 26th, we're having a small car seat event. It will be hosted at the San Marcos Housing Authority. It's gonna be fairly small. I'm still trying to get the details on the location for that. But once I get that out, if you have families that need some resources, please reach out to me for that day. And then June, we have our next coalition meeting on the 10th. And then on the 13th, we're having the Books, Blocks, and Balls event at the Kyle Library. This is super exciting because we're doing Books, Blocks, and Balls events at new locations this year. And so Kyle's one of them, and we're super excited. Um, I already have the flyer up for that. So you'll if you have us on Facebook or if y'all follow us on the website, you'll definitely be seeing that. And then on the 25th of June, we're having our professional development training in person. It is a ASQ training, and it's a full day from 10:30 to 3 p.m. We still have announcements or details TBA, but once we get that out, we have the flyer and everything. So if you want to read more into it, you're definitely welcome to. But once we get all those little extra details situated, I'll add them in there as well. And then Nina, if you can click to the next one, please. And then I just want to go over a little bit about our Baby Day event. Again, it's April 18th. So this is the event that Start Smart Hazen Caldwell partners with First 3 Years. And we host it at the San Marcos Public Library and then the Dr. Eugene Clark Library in Lockhart. And this is a Texas State or a Texas statewide event. So it's going to be happening all around Texas. Baby Day is going to be happening everywhere. If you go on their website and you have families in Houston and Dallas, you can click there and you can get a location of where there's going to be a baby day in your in your neighborhood. So, yeah, please, if you have families that are, or you know that you want to invite over, it's all over Texas. So please check out their website to check out near locations. And this is a event dedicated for our children's first 3 years of life. As we all know, it's a critical time for our babies, and this event helps our families get that foundation or that bonding for our babies. We want to help them uh, get more experience, more resources from our communities, you know, get that bonding with our babies as well, our families and babies, but we also want to connect them with our resources. So I call it like a little play date because you can see our pictures. These are our pictures from Caldwell, San Marcos, and Hayes. And our babies, our families are all bonding together. It's beautiful, but we also get to share those resources from our community for our families as well. And it's just a great relationship that we can have as a community and you know all around together. So that's our baby day. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Thank you, Gabby. I'm going to scooch back to this slide real quick. Just I see a couple of new names in, and so I wanted to clarify a couple of things or just give some more information. Our professional development series is something that we offer every month from February to November. And for this, it is free. It's on a Saturday. It is virtual. And we are offering 1.5 TechPeds credits for those people who need them. But as Gabby mentioned, it's open to anyone who's interested in the topic. And then just a thought on our Books, Blocks, and Balls events, which I'm sure you will be hearing more about as we get closer to them. But these events are developmental screening events that are open to the community. So it's an opportunity for families to bring their kiddos age 0 to 5, and they meet with a child development expert and complete an ages and stages questionnaire. It's a great time for parents to just learn about milestones and sort of what they are, but also we have families that come in and you know they have concerns or they want to get questions answered, and so we're able to do that in real time, so it's really neat. But yes, very much looking forward to baby day. Gabby, thank you so much for that explanation of it. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to move on, and then just as a heads up, when we are towards the end of this meeting, there will be lots of time for you guys to share community announcements and events. So we definitely want to hear what's going on with you guys. But next, I want to introduce Jennifer Flores Valdez. She is the Community Engagement Coordinator for the Austin Child Guidance Center. And Jennifer, do you have a presentation that you would like to share?
Yes, yes. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Let's see if
Cool.
it works. I've been having some issues with my computer. Um,
1 second. Let me first see if I need to make you a co-host, which I should have done already. But right
you're
here.
fine.
Where are you? Gallery view. There we go. I literally just cannot find you on here.
Would it be easier if I share it over to you?
Oh no, that's okay. I'm gonna make you a co-host. I just couldn't find your little box.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I'm sharing anymore. So go right ahead. You should be good.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let's see. All right, hopefully you guys could see on your guys' end.
We do. Thank you.
Of course. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Sorry, my computer kind of keeps giving me problems, but well, thank you so much for having me today, by the way. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. There you go. So my name is Jennifer Flores. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator at Austin Child Guidance Center. And today I'm going to be sharing to you guys a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and how we support children and families across our community here. So a little bit about ACGC. So we are a nonprofit. We've been around for 75 years supporting children and families across the Central Texas area. We provide therapy services as well as psychological assessments and evaluations. The ages that we go ahead and support are ages all the way up to the age of 26, as well as their families. Not only do we provide therapy services and psychological assessments, but we also have various programs that help remove barriers for individuals across the community as well. Funding our services. So we do have a diverse funding model that allows a way to reduce barriers and provide services for families in need. So one of them, obviously, we do accept most major insurances plans. Another one being that we do accept Medicaid, and we recently added MAP as well, which is amazing for those that live in the Travis County area. Another thing is that we also provide a sliding fee scale based on family income. Also, through a lot of grant-funded programs, we're able to provide services at a low cost, if not no cost. And lastly, we never turn away a family that's unable to pay. For our therapy services for IT and FT, one thing that I do want to mention is that we do provide services in bilingual, so Spanish and English as well. We do provide in-person as well as virtual telehealth appointments. To get started with therapy services, we don't need a referral whatsoever. However, there's a lot of community members that give us a call and they're like, hey, we have a family. You guys are more than welcome to share the contact information and we'll go ahead and reach out to them. However, being said, the parent or legal guardian must give us a call so they can begin services. Another thing is that we do offer intake appointments available in person as well as virtually, but most of the time parents end up doing it virtually. So that removes a barrier as well. One of the things that I do want to update everyone is that we don't have a wait list, but we do have an interest list. So it's first come, first serve. And as paperwork is being submitted, that's how we filled in those clients in, basically. Another thing is that in case there is, let's say, a family that they're in need of having a bilingual therapist, then obviously there might be a little bit of a backlog. However, we'll schedule them and contact them as openings come in as well. So for our psychological assessments, so we do test for various different things: autism, ADHD, dyslexia, OCD, school-related challenges. The ages we serve, we start serving toddlers ages 12 to 26 months, all the way up to the age of 26. For testing, I do want to mention this is only available in English at the moment. However, we have partnered up with someone from an outside source that we are referring out for those Spanish-speaking clients for them to go ahead and get assessed. For the intake process for this, we also don't need a referral. It's self-referral. All we need is a parent or guardian to give us a call and then schedule the initial intake appointment. Intake is done virtually as well as in person, but once again, this is only in English. The approximate time to get scheduled for an intake as well as for testing date, it's about 2 to 3 month wait right now. I do want to go ahead and put that out there. These are some of the programs that I really wanted to get to touch base with all of you guys and share some more information. So this is, we're being funded by Travis County to provide free therapy services in the Rumberg community here in North Austin. Anyone that lives in this area, I know that it's kind of a small map, but I could go ahead and share more information regarding that. But basically, anyone in this area may qualify for free therapy services. They either could live, work, attend school in the Rumberg area. Obviously, they do have to be under the federal poverty line, but this is something that's going to be determined during our intake process. For the therapy services, this does include virtual as well as in-person services as well. for our lending technology program. So once again, we really try to remove barriers for individuals to get access to care. One of the programs that we have through Travis County is that individuals that either have issues with transportation, don't have reliable internet, or don't have a suitable device to do their telehealth appointments, we offer them either an iPad or hotspot. This is something that they could go ahead and mention during intake. If not, it's also identify when we go ahead and start doing the scheduling process. But this is something that I really want to mention for anybody that's having issues. Another one is that we partnered up with Texas Department of Criminal Justice to provide free therapy services for anyone that's been a victim of crime. These are some of the examples, but not limited to. And no, we do not require a police report whatsoever. This is something that is done during our intake process. As long as they mention what's going on, we could go ahead and identify and put them under this program that could potentially cover the entire cost of services. This also includes psychological assessments as well being covered. And then this is our IEC program. So looks like Ms. Byrne is actually joining us as well virtually as well. She is the one that manages this program. So our early childhood mental health program is a program that is being funded by Travis County as well as the city of Austin. This program was created to decrease expulsion rates with younger children. It also improves children's social, emotional, behavioral well-being. But the thing is that our team of clinicians actually provide the support to the teachers and provide consultations, trainings, parent workshops. So this is something that if anyone's interested in for their organization, mostly we do work with a lot of daycare centers. I could definitely provide more information regarding that, and especially the point of contact for Ms. Burns for anyone who's wanting to reach out to her. Another thing that we recently are working on is bringing back our groups and workshops. We recently had a group that we hosted on April called Gals that was actually identified for Latinas, anybody in the community, ages all the way from 12 all the way up to the age of 18. And it provided a kind of a retreat day. Each group was there for about 3 hours, and we provided them with emotional tools, and we were able to kind of talk about different coping skills and etc. So for any upcoming groups, I will definitely share flyers. Most of these groups tend to be free at no cost, but if any case there is a fee, we do apply a sliding scale for those individuals that might need that assistance as well. For parent workshops, this is something that we go ahead and share over the summer. I don't have any workshops yet given to me. However, once we get those scheduled in throughout the year, most definitely I'll share those with you guys. Most of the times, once again, these are free workshops. Another thing I really want to mention is that we also recently got funding services to support those individuals that were affected by the Central Texas floodings that happened last year during the summer. Anyone that was impacted, whether it was directly, could definitely give us a call. They may receive 1 to 2 free sessions, whether it's the children or overall family, all the way up to the age of 26. These services are offered in English and Spanish as well and can be done virtually. Other than that, this is what I have for you guys. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than open to answer them.
Right. Thank you, Jennifer. I think, if you could clarify a little bit for us, access for Hayes and Caldwell families.
Yes. So one thing with Travis County, we're located in Austin, right? 45th Street here in Austin, Texas. However, we do serve the surrounding 9 counties. So Travis, Burnett, Hayes, Cadwell, all those counties surrounding us. So obviously we are a little bit far from you guys. So like I said, we really try to remove barriers. So obviously telehealth services are being offered. One. Second, we partnered up with the city of Austin, and we were offered free bus passes. Unfortunately, I don't believe the bus goes all the way out there. That being said, we do offer, like I said, our lending technology program that could be picked up. It could be used throughout them being an active client. Once treatment has wrapped up, we since it is a lending technology program, the device needs to be returned to us. However, we really try to minimize those barriers for those individuals out in the country or outside of Travis County and rural areas for them to get services.
Awesome. Thank you. And I have one more question. I know, at least for our program, a lot of what we have referred or shared information for you guys is when we've got kiddos we work with that are maybe pre-K age or a little bit younger, 4, 5, 6 years old, that have behavioral challenges and so are needing assessment. And so could you provide just a little bit of information on I know you talked about intake, but sort of what the process of assessments like that looks like how long do they take? These are kind of questions that parents
Yeah, of course.
have. Yeah.
So a little bit about our psychological assessment. So we do have a on-site psychologist here at the center. So from the start to the beginning, so like I said, we don't need a primary care referral. We don't need any type of referral. All we need is the parent or guardian to give us a call. Once they go ahead and give us a call, you will speak with intake, which they will go ahead and start your case. Obviously, with intake, we do ask various questions depending on the child's needs and assisting with the diagnosing, obviously. So once we go ahead and kind of get that down to what we're going to go ahead and be testing, that's when we go ahead and schedule out. So testing is conducted in person. This cannot be done virtually. Testing starts mostly at 11 a.m. As soon as we open the doors, because we're open Monday to Friday from 11 to 7, testing takes place in person, and it could take up to 8 hours. Mostly with our younger children, we tend to break that up in 2 days. Obviously, we do offer a lunch break. However, once we go ahead and get the evaluation done, it does take about a month for our psychologist and her team to go ahead and provide a overall results and actually guide you to the next resources that you guys might need. So we're not an ABA center. However, we do apply some different types of modules. However, if depending on the child's needs or the client's needs, we'll go ahead and refer them out.
Awesome. And then I have one more question.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I saw on your website the walk-in services, and I know that these are maybe for like older kiddos. Is that something that is available to Hazen Caldwell as well?
So our walk-in services, that's actually outdated. I'm surprised that's still on our website.
Okay. Well, I guess I saw it a minute ago then.
No,
yeah,
it's been a while. We don't offer the walk-in services, unfortunately, no more. However, if anything were to change, I'll definitely let you guys know. Just with internal changes right now, we're not offering that service.
Okay. Yeah, just like a staffing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. I want to give opportunity for anyone else to ask any questions about Austin Child Guidance Center.
Either way, I could follow up with an email with our flyers and share that with you if you're willing to share that with anyone that was attending today's meeting.
Absolutely. Yes. I have a lot of flyers that you sent me like maybe 3 months. I think they're probably the same. So
yeah, they're still up to date. Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's any upcoming event flyers that maybe are stuff coming up, workshops or groups or anything like that, please share that and I will send those out as well.
Well, sounds good.
Asked if we can get a copy of the slides. Can you send the slides? Is that okay?
Most definitely. I'll go ahead and download that and I'll send it over as a PDF to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate you. And if you could put your email in the chat, people might have some questions that come up later and would love to have that contact for them.
Yeah, of course. I went ahead and sent it earlier, but I'll resend it and I'll send that slide as well. Slideshow.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you, Nina. You have a nice one. Okay.
You too.
Thank
So yes, Austin Child Guidance Center, a really great resource. I know that it's a bit of a drive for some of our families that we work with, but the range of their services and the accessible nature of them really make it a just really relevant. Specifically, the fact that they don't turn people away based on financial um, ability to pay, right? My understanding is that they've got some pretty decent funding from the Moody Foundation, so that enables them to be sure that they can see everybody. And then they also take all the insurances. So awesome, guys. So now getting into some more of the juicy bits. So I wanted to talk about work groups. I know I've been talking about this for a couple of months now, getting things together and sort of just moving things in the direction. So recently, we just had our first orientation for work groups for those of you who are able to attend and that were interested. If you weren't able to attend and you are interested, I'll be sharing a way for you guys to get that information. But, we really wanted to ensure now that the coalition sort of is growing and kind of has some specific direction and some, really specific projects and outreach events that we've been establishing throughout the community. We wanted to make sure that we have an opportunity to engage you guys, right? Our community partners and other community members, parents in the creation and sustainability of this coalition, right? It is often, I know that me and Ashley now as community action employees often find ourselves at the helm of a lot of these things, but we want to be sure that it's not just a community action coalition, that it's not just a Nina or Ashley dream or project, but that this is something that comes from shared thought processes and shared effort. And we know that that creates a larger impact across our communities. So we are establishing 2 work groups. The first is the Healthy Children and Families work group. This work group, these are both based on our coalition goals, right? Overarching goals. And so this is really about focusing on aspects of child and family wellness, things like healthy births, access to care, either for parents or for children, and mental health, right? So that's just sort of a broad range of things. And so, thinking about if this is something that you and your role already is working towards, is already kind of doing work around, that you can bring that perspective and sort of bring what your priorities are to this work group to really help form some of the projects of focus that this coalition can work together on. So, the idea is that we want to really connect providers and their partners to bring resources together for greater impact, right? And then also just thinking about what it looks like to increase participation with families with providers. Lots of times they don't know about certain resources, or they may not feel comfortable approaching resources. And so a big part of family and child health and well-being is bridging that gap, right? So there's a lot of potential there. The second work group is our kindergarten readiness work group. And this one, I think, really speaks to a lot more people on the call, right? I think in the work that you guys are already doing. But the goal of this work group is to support children's early learning and family engagement with providers and smooth school transitions, right? What it looks like for families to be supported from whether they're in childcare or at home with caregivers, and then up until pre-K, right? If we're able to get them enrolled into pre-K, and if not, what it looks like to support them through that, and to get them into kindergarten. And then that's where the school district is able to really provide a lot of support. So, knowing that there's so many years that are happening that families can use a lot of support, a lot of direction in getting kiddos ready for successful kindergarten transitions. So we really want to focus on community education and initiatives that will really help to bridge that gap and make that a smoother process. And definitely lots of ideas there, right? I know that one thing that a lot of people would love to see is help with kindergarten and pre-K registration in person, right? And what it looks like to have annual events to be able to assist with that kind of information for families. We don't have things like that. So, really wanting to build things that can help with this. Another goal of this work group also will include supporting childcare centers and adapting and using the Ages and Stages questionnaire so that we can ensure that more children are getting developmental screenings. So that's going to be a big part of these work groups. As you can see right now, as we're growing, we just had our first meeting, as I said. We have a couple of co-chairs established, and I think this is probably going to look like a temporary co-chair as the work groups get themselves established, and then if they decide that they would like to elect co-chairs after that. But that's definitely going to be Ashley's charge, is to help folks kind of move in the direction that they need to move in. So right now we have a really great range of people who are participating in these work groups. Alex Milius, who used to run this coalition and now serving on the Community Action Board, but she is the executive director of First 3 Years. So early relational health is very important to her, and I'm sure that she will share that with the work group. Kristen Miller, who has been doing a lot of our professional development in our professional development series, and Kate Esqueda from the Hays County Health Department, who's a community outreach manager there. So that is sort of the core group so far for our Healthy Children and Families work group, although some of that might adjust. And then for our kindergarten readiness work group, I'm so excited to have Remy Stevens, who I can see here, who will be helping to get things established as a co-chair. Di Fontenot from the Texas State Child Development Center, very excited to have her. Jerry Haley from Workforce Solutions Rural Capital Area. I'm super excited to have Jerry because she's really instrumental in the CCMS program. And I know that that's something that people often have a lot of questions about and want to understand more. And so I'm super excited to have her. Deanna Juarez, who is the community education director for the Lockhart Independent School District and has been working with the coalition for a number of years now. Patricia Vargas, who was working with Head Start, and I believe now she's gone in to be a trainer, but is coming in as a community member. And then Liz McCormick from United Way of Greater Austin, who brings a wealth of information as our partner, our Help Me Grow Central Texas partner, but also specifically that ASQ implementation project. She will be helping to kind of provide information on that. So we're super, super excited. How they operate is that they're going to have regularly scheduled meetings. At this point, it looks like it may be monthly or bi-monthly, and this is something that the work groups will establish at their first meeting with the help of Ashley. And the idea is to collaborate together on one major shared project each year, right? There's definitely room for doing more than that, but I love keeping the bar low because then we like to hit our goals. So, one major project, and especially as we are beginning, is definitely going to look like identifying the goals and strategies to update our strategic plan as a coalition. So if you want to be really impactful and influence the direction of this coalition and the projects that we take on, being in a work group is the right fit for you. It says why join, right? So definitely for those who would like to take more of a leadership role or help to shape this, really bringing the work that you're already doing into these spaces, right? So if there's things that you are working on that align with our goals, we want to incorporate that because we want to help everyone do their jobs, right? Makes it easier when we're all working together. And to really be helpful in creating something very tangible that this coalition can bring to the community with a measurable impact. So you'll see that QR code there. And then, of course, I will send the information out with the follow-up email. So if you are interested in joining a work group, go ahead and scan that. It'll take you to an interest form. And then Ashley will be in touch. And for those of you who were at the orientation last week, I'm getting Ashley oriented this week, and so then she will be reaching out next week to each individual work group to get the date of the first meeting set up, and to get the ball rolling. So that is where we are. I'm very excited. I'm sad to be leaving during this instrumental time, but I know that Ashley will do a great job getting the ball rolling and helping this be a very measurable impact. So our day definitely went by really, really quick. Our presenter went really, really fast. So we have lots of time. So want to open up the floor to everybody. Would love to hear what's going on with y'all's agencies and to share out any upcoming events or community announcements that we can share out with our clients. All right. I know you guys have stuff to share. Don't make me call on you. Let's see here. Who do we got? Okay. There are no community announcements. I've never had nobody have a community announcement before.
Nina, just top of my head, maybe we can discuss about the events that Pat has. I'm sorry if I'm putting you on spotlight, but our bilingual story times. I don't know if me or Miss Mary want to talk more into it, or I can definitely.
I mean, I was thinking the only reason I don't have much to share is that a lot of our upcoming events have already been shared out just because we're partnering at Baby Day. That's a really big push for our program, both in Hayes and Caldwell. And then we are continuing to do bilingual story times at the San Marcos Library, and we have those the first Thursday of every month at 11:30. And we're excited to be able to just have that as a consistent part of their programming because they haven't had a bilingual story time available there like on a regular basis during the day. Um, but I don't think there's anything else we have scheduled that's like a community event.
No, that's awesome. Thank you, Remy. I didn't realize I guess I had forgotten that we moved to having monthly story times they were bi-monthly before, right?
Yeah, and now it's a regular thing, and we've partnered with the library, so they, have it on their promotional materials too that we're coming in to offer bilingual story time. So we're hoping to, turn it into its own kind of sustainable event where we can just not only do more outreach for our program, but just invite more people into the library space to, celebrate their bilingual literacy skills.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And I'll be sure to include that flyer in the follow-up email as well to share out. Any other? Oh,
yeah. Hi, this is Diana Perez with the Care Program Any Baby Can in Austin. I have a flyer that I want to email you, and this is for a presentation that we're having on April 16th, and it is via Zoom. And this is for youth with disabilities, sexual health. It's a presentation by Partners Resource Network. So I was trying to get the flyer and put it in the chat or something, but I could not figure it out. So I'm just gonna email it to you.
That sounds great. Thank you, Diana. I will definitely share that out. That's a really great topic as well. Very.
Absolutely. We had the Spanish one earlier in the year, and now this is the English presentation. And just a quick reminder, our care program at Any Baby Can, we are accepting children with Superior and Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicaid that need medical case management. So any needs related to the child's diagnosis, we can assign a social worker for our home visiting program and link the family to any resources that they need.
That's awesome.
Thank
Thank you. Okay. Any other? Oh, thank you. I see some information in the chat. It says free virtual parenting workshops for caregivers of children age 0 to 5. Next one will be April 21st. We'll be advertising on our social media, but please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much. And I'm curious if you do have a flyer for that. I'm going to put my email in the chat. That you can email that to me and I will include that information. I very much appreciate it. I'm curious about the parent workshops. How long are they? Just to kind of get an idea.
Yes, they are usually 1 hour long. We have a 12 o'clock session and then a 6 o'clock session. The workshop that's going to be on the 21st is about developmental milestones for children's ages 0 through 5. We're trying to have our workshops every other month, so we'll have one this month and then at the beginning of June.
That's amazing. And they're virtual. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Any other announcements or events that folks would like to share before we log off? All right, such a quiet group today. I've never, you guys. I'm happy to give y'all your time back. The CDC was recently accredited. Di, can you tell me more about that? Oh, sorry, you can't. You're in a dentist appointment. Okay. Well, I definitely need to know more. I accredited, I guess for what? I don't know. I'm curious about that. I'm going to have to Google that. Okay. I'm still going to have to Google that. There's a lot of things happening here. Awesome. Thank you, Di. Thanks for joining, even though you're in a dentist appointment. That's commitment. Awesome, everybody. Any last call for announcements or share outs?
Nina, I will just jump in to say hi, everyone. This is Megan Campbell at Community Action. I just want to thank Nina for her years of service and contributions to our department, our team, to me personally, to this coalition. Nina stepped into this role and really built out all of the things that you have heard about today. And she has done such a wonderful job. I know that Ashley is going to do an amazing job stepping in to take the helm. And I just want to recognize Nina for all the wonderful work you've done to get us to this place. So thank you very much. We all adore you and will miss you greatly. And we're excited to embark on this new adventure with you, Ashley.
Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. Yes, I will still, as I've mentioned before, I'm still on the email list, so I'll still be poking my head in every now and then to see how things are going. Early childhood's still very much important to me, and will be part of the work that I continue to do. So you guys will just see me around in different areas of the community. Awesome. Oh, Di, that sounds lovely. Send me the info. Okay, I know I keep telling everyone we're going to log off, and then people jump in with more information. Okay, guys, thank you. All right, well, I'm happy to give everyone their time back. I appreciate everyone for being here today. I hope you found something useful. I hope you join a work group, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. So please, everyone, take really great care of yourselves. And you will be hearing from Ashley. So have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, Nina.